remember the squad. We already talked about most of it, but we're going to continue. But tonight episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, this was the reunion part 1. It was a lot of drama. It was a lot of yelling. It's the first ever virtual reunion. All the ladies looked amazing. All the ladies looked good. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. All the ladies looked amazing. Now, I like the fact that the reunion started off, we got to see how they started their day, how they were preparing. Everybody had, everybody was in the house, social distancing, doing what they were supposed to do. However, come to find out, one of the first questions that Andy asked were, did everyone do their hair and makeup? Was everyone, social distancing? Because, I saw a lot of people walking around in the background, and come to find out, the only person that did their hair and their makeup was Candy Burris. Now, no shade to Candy, but we could tell. We could tell. I'm kidding. Candy looked amazing. Everybody looked amazing, but everybody's makeup was on point. Eva claimed she did her hair because she doesn't have much, so she just put some gel in and slicked it back, but somebody else came and beat her face. But everybody looked great. Everybody looked great. So look. It's so much. I just want to know. And I guess I'll start in the middle because I got some receipts we're gonna talk about too. But I just want to know, why did they give Wendy Williams an entire segment? Is Wendy paying Andy to talk about her? Because Wendy was only a phone call on the show, remember? Because remember, she went on her platform and dragged Nene about it. But they used that to drag Nene and ask her these questions about her friendship with Nene. So it's like, why do we care about, Nene's friendship with Wendy? Why do we care about any of these ladies' friendship with somebody who's not on the show? But, since they wanted to use it, we can talk about it. Andy asked Nene how she felt about Wendy, referring to her as an over there person. And, Nene, she took it on the chin, while everybody was dragging her. She basically said that she and Wendy had an agreement, that if, once they made up, after years of battling, that they would never take the social media. Now Wendy broke that end of the bargain, but Nene didn't, so you can give her props for that. That being said, Cynthia called out Nene about, this is the only time I'm talking about Cynthia, because she was pretty much on mute as far as I'm concerned this entire reunion. But Cynthia called out Nene for going to the blogs and talking about her fake relationships. Now, what I found interesting about that scene was that when Andy asked her about it, Cynthia was like, well, she went to the blogs and blah, blah, blah. And so Eva tried to tip in there and say, about Will Jones. And y'all know I broke that news first. And Cynthia and Will, that was just like, whatever. He was just trying to get his 5 minutes of fame, and she was allowing it. It wasn't a real relationship. We saw it in their body language that season, and Eva knew it too. So it just shocked me that Eva gonna pull his name out the woodwork when we haven't talked about him in a minute. And Cynthia, if you notice, she kind of scooched over him. She didn't say that relationship wasn't fake, but she did say her relationship with Mike Hill is real. So I'm gonna give her that, even though it looks a bit awkward as well. But I thought that it was a good thing for Cynthia to bring the fact that, oftentimes, everybody scrutinizes them for, fake relationships or manufactured relationships on the show. And we've done it over and over again. We've noticed, and, we can talk about Kenya, but I'm saving her for last. But all of these manufactured, relationships, is who is really dating, who's not. It's interesting. He said she was showing her claws. She was. Oh my God, Biggie is under my desk, killing me. So what else? Look, it's so much. The alliances. Oh yes, dried. These names be killing me. Let's talk about these alliances. Now, we talked about throughout the entire season how it was Candy and Kenya and Cynthia versus Nene. And it felt that way. And, Eva got in on the tail end. It seemed like Eva, was like, okay, I'm out here alone on the island. I need to be a part of this alliance too. And so she jumped in. So when we, look back on the season and we see everything that's going on, it's like, damn. It really is. And speaking of this alliance, why is it that Kandi is so upset about Porsha jumping ship and becoming back friends with Nene? The whole situation where they were hugging in Greece and Porsha was like, it's been really hard without you. Kandi decided, that was one of the first questions she wanted to ask. Like, why was it really hard living without Nene? Why? And it's like, girl, what difference does it make? If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. It doesn't matter. So, let me see what else y'all saying in this chat. Because they had an alliance. Exactly, Yoruba. They had an alliance. Now, in doing so, when Porsha was like, she's not mad at Nene. Like, I cursed her out. I didn't curse her out in front of you. I may not have had this discussion in front of you, but best believe we have gotten our issues on the table. We have worked them out. So why is it an issue? Why should I be mad forever? Should I be like Kenya more and just ignore the olive branches? It seems like everybody was good with the olive branch. Hell, Cynthia was good with the olive branch. Eva was good with the olive branch. Kandi didn't need an olive branch because she was the only one. Remember at the end of the reunion last year that Kandi was like, Nene was like, you don't matter, Kandi. So it's like now Kandi was like, well, maybe I do need to be trying to get an olive branch since everybody else got an olive branch. She said Kandi was reaching. So it was just a lot. It was just so much. Oh my God. And then the situation about, Nene calling out Kenya saying that she didn't believe that was her egg, and Andy brought up the fact that he didn't feel like it was right to go at kids. Now, can we talk about that for a second? Because Brooklyn is a beautiful little girl, and it is what it is. And a lot of ladies have problems with their fertility, and a lot of ladies do use donor eggs and donor sperm. Hell, Kenya even ventured into a sperm donor. What do you call it? A sperm bank to look for sperm one season. So it's not far fetched. Now that being said, if kids are off limits, why is it that Kenya can throw out a diss to Nene's kids and say, your kids, we know they're your kids because they look just like you, implying that they're not attractive? Because remember, she also called Nene, said Nene looked like a white chick in drag, but that's a whole nother story. Because while, a lot of people felt like that was Reed, I was like, oh, that is racist. Like, how you go? First of all, it's racist, and then you saying, you going up against the drag queens. Like, what? Y'all know the LGBTQ community don't be playing that. So are you saying that drag queens are hideous? What is the deal? I don't know. Jay Farmer talking about Kenya was spot on. I'm just saying that ain't racist. That's not racist for her to say she looked like a white chick. I don't know. You know me, I'm Team Nene, so I'm trying to ride it till the wheels fall off. In addition to talking about the kids, let's talk about the kids for a minute. So you got Porsha and Eva battling over Pilar, and how Eva said that Pilar looked like Dennis with a bow. Even though Pilar does look like Dennis with a bow, she said it with malice, and she admitted she said it with malice. So therein lies the issue. When Andy brought up the fact that Nene had said it before, that Pilar looked just like Dennis, looked just like her daddy, and she's so cute. She looked just like her daddy. That is different than trying to read and say, that your baby looked like an old man. You know what I'm saying? It's so totally different. So I'm glad that Andy called her out about that. But Porsha was not having it. Porsha read Eva. Oh, she read Eva so bad. I felt bad for Eva. I'm like, damn, Porsha, you've been drinking that Hennessy. That Hennessy got you on fire, because Porsha said she would beat Eva's ass virtually, honey. I'm glad they weren't in the same room, because, man, it was a lot. You said Eva said it with evil intent. Exactly, and she admitted that. That being said, Eva, oh, child. Eva was really just at the reunion to try to save her peach, to save her spot. Because y'all know throughout the whole season, we've been saying, why is Eva there? Why? She keeps having all these babies and she barely shows up. She's never, she's never there. Every season, she's just having a baby. So basically, she's just getting the check for having a baby and she doesn't film any scenes, whatever the case may be. Now, it's being called out. Now, Eva wants to be on 10. Eva wants to come to the reunion and read everybody. Eva wants to interject when it has nothing, absolutely positively nothing to do with her. Eva, one thing I don't like about Eva is that Eva feels like, she is going to be young and beautiful forever. Eva feels like everybody is old and tired. It's like, girl, if everybody that old and tired, why are you on the show with all these old and tired women making all this old and tired money? I'm just saying, she was reading Nene when Nene got up and left. She was like, I'm tired of that old bitch. And I'm like, oh, old bitch. Oh my God. Why she gotta be an old bitch? Why can't she just be a bitch? And my thing is, like I always tell y'all, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to get older. Some of y'all won't make it. Some of us won't make it to get older. You know what I'm saying? So, calling somebody old is not a read. That being said, when Nene slammed her computer down, she came back and said, she went to change her tampon. So she may be old, but she not through menopause yet. So, I mean, it was a little TMI, but it was a little read on the side with that. You said she doesn't have any ammunition against them. She don't look too younger. Eva was trying it. Eva was talking about, I'm the youngest one with a house. I'm the youngest one with a house. And Porsha was like, we all have houses. Like, what is that? I don't understand. Well, Nene's house was foreclosed and Nene had to read her on that because at the end of the day, Nene was like, look, I never bought a house. This is my first house. So whatever house was foreclosed, whatever before that, I got shit to do with that. This is my house. I paid for it. I'm in $1 million house. Why is she mad? Eva, wants to say, I'm in a $1 million house I bought on my own and I'm 38. And I'm sitting there going, well, damn, you taking care of your man now. Now you spilling tea. You taking care of your man with them Bravo checks like your man who is an attorney couldn't take care of you all these years while y'all bouncing from house to house. But, I'm just watching. I'm just a viewer just like you guys. I don't know. Another thing that Eva got read about, and this ain't the Eva show, but I'm glad they reading her because we've been calling Eva a colorist. We have been calling Eva a colorist for, a few seasons now. Because remember last year, she called Shamia black with a Q. Okay, she called Eva black. She called Shamia black with a Q. So everybody was like, Eva, well, all this dark skin stuff that you're talking about, then you calling girls nappy heads. I don't understand what's going on with that. Now, I don't see it for Kenya, but I will give Kenya props. This one time in my life, I will give Kenya props, and that is because she read Eva. Very, very politely, she read Eva and she told Eva, you being a light-skinned woman with straight hair, saying that about dark-skinned women with a certain texture hair, it comes off as negative. Now, she said it really nicely. She was like, now, I know you may not have meant it that way, but that's the way it is. And you should be more careful when you say things like that. And I'm like, okay, Kenya. Okay, can you bringing that beauty, that beauty queen, into it, because, beauty queens know how to, enunciate and read and say things very well. So I love the way she told Eva what she was feeling about that. And it seemed like all the ladies agreed. Now, you said, yes, I like her for checking Eva, okay? Because she didn't want our mad black women to beat the mess out of her. Y'all so funny. While y'all here, I see a lot of y'all here. Shout out to my Facebookers. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and Facebook if you like to come over to YouTube. I'm on youtube.com, Michelle Brown. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into this Kenya situation, because I know everybody tagging me. Y'all keep tagging me talking about some Michelle, what Michelle gonna say? What Michelle gonna say? Because Kenya brought her marriage license. Are y'all really buying Kenya and her marriage license situation? Do y'all really believe Kenya and her marriage license? Can we take a closer look at Kenya and her marriage license, because we've been looking at it over on Patreon for a few days now. We looked at it. This is it right here. This is what she presented. Said she got married in St. Lucia. She is 46 years. He was 46 years old at the whatever resorts. They got married June 10th, 2017. You see that? It says Marc. I don't know what that is. They tried to block out his middle name, or either it says Marcus. I don't know. Daly. They blocked out the father's name, the father, the mother, the full names of the mother, former wives, and all that. They blocked all that out. But we got tea about the former wife, but we gonna go there later. Then you got Kenya's age, 46. She was 46 3-4 years ago. 18, 19, 20. So yeah, Kenya about 50 now. Yeah, I've been saying Kenya 50. But anyway, it says she was 46 back in 2017. And her name. Now, this is her marriage certificate that she presented to Bravo. Okay, she presented that to Bravo. Y'all saw it June 10th, 2017. So she also held it up to the camera. Okay, if you can see, there's another date on the back where it has been certified, I guess, from the St. Lucia people. She said it was Turks and Caicos. I guess she forgot when she got married. But that's another story. But on this particular page, it says August 2nd, 2018. August 2nd, 2018. And if you zoom it in, which I can't do on StreamYard, but you can do on Straight from the A when I post these over there, it's like, blah, 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 blah on this second day of August 2018. So I'm like, why are there two dates on the marriage license? Why is there a 2017 and a 2018? And maybe it takes a while for the, St. Lucia people to certify your documents. We from the United States, so I don't know. Her marriage is legal in St. Lucia. I'm assuming her marriage is legal in St. Lucia. I'm still questioning its validity in the United States. I'm still questioning. I don't know. Like, Team Twirl, where are you? Because, y'all happy. Y'all spinning around, twirling, dancing, tagging people on Instagram about this dang marriage license that looks like, something that she typed up in her, with her computer, her HP computer. She doesn't have a Mac. She got an HP. So I'm like, what is going on with this? Let's look at it again, because I'm really like, okay, it's looking, I don't know. Do y'all think it's valid? What do y'all think? Do y'all think Kenya presented valid receipts? Because they didn't actually ask any more questions. It's just like, here's my receipt. Here's my receipt, Andy. If you ask me nicely, I'll show it to you. Here it is. And she showed it. And I don't know if we buying it. Are we buying it? Are we still going to question it? In addition to that, he said, nope. Kenya's storyline is fake, just like her body. Oh, Kenya got an electronic typewriter. And in addition to that, when she was asked about Marc, Kenya claims that she and Marc are in counseling. Marc is in New York helping the people. I'm confused. You said I sound dumb. How I sound dumb? What's going on? I'm asking you guys. Look, it's two different dates on it. I see it, you see it. So I'm dumb because I see two different dates. Am I dumb because I see two different dates, Team Twirl? What? Doesn't that say August? Can y'all just make your screen big? Doesn't that say August 2nd, 2018? Now, who's dumb? Am I dumb or is Kenya dumb? Because I'm just saying, then, just a few weeks ago when she was on E! With Billy Bush, Kenya said she got married in Turks and Caicos, but whatever she gave to Bravo says St. Lucia. And it's about 1,000 miles between the two islands, and not like it's right across the street. So I'm just questioning its authenticity, as I often do. Now, let me see what else we had. You said Office Depot. I'm asking the questions. I'm here. We all watched this reunion. And even though that wasn't a big deal, what else is going on, child? I don't even know. Oh, let's talk about Porsha. Now, Porsha, like I said before, Porsha was reading everybody. Porsha had all the text messages. We're going to move on for Kenya because we already know her receipts are fake. But what about Porsha's receipts? How about these receipts that Porsha had? What about was Porsha's receipts fake or not? Because we're going to talk about it. Because Porsha said, after Kenya tried to call Porsha out for, being a part of their alliance and jumping ship, Kenya was like, well, Nene had texted us and said that, Porsha had made it to Celebrity Apprentice and what we gonna do about that? And Porsha was like, girl, you talk about some 3-4 years old. Let's bring some receipts that are current. Let's bring some receipts that are about now. Because, even Cynthia said, we all talk about each other. That's no big deal. But Porsha was like, I'm not leaking no text, which has become a thing now that, she was like, I'm not leaking no text, but, I will send it to Andy and Cynthia. But I have receipts that Kenya said that she wanted to take down Cynthia. And when Andy asked about those receipts, was like, how old are these receipts? Porsha said they're from this season. And I'm like, oh, the shade. That is a read because y'all know I have predicted that Kenya was going to backstab Cynthia because Cynthia was riding so hard to get Kenya back on this show. And now that Kenya is back on this show, she does not need Cynthia no more. So it's like, bye, Cynthia. Mark my words, and I bet you I will put $100 on it. I cash out one person $100. I will put $100 on it that Cynthia, if Cynthia gets fired, Kenya will not be politicking to get her back. I bet you that. But it is what it is. You said Porsha was on fire. Candy is next, honey. What else? Porsha was snatching. So, you said Porsha won. So, yeah, Porsha won. Then we had Eva going in on Porsha. Look, Eva was trying too hard. And Porsha again, hopped in because she was like, look, you tripping. And Eva called Porsha an aged hen. How you gonna call somebody an aged hen? You probably like 2 years younger. I don't know if you 2 years younger, 2 years older. I don't know what age difference they are. But at the end of the day, Eva feels like everybody is older than her. That she got youth on lock. And so Porsha started going in. She said them. She said, yo, you look like what did she call that? She said, you look like a thumb with lipstick or something like that. Then she said something about her breasts look like aged hens. And, I want to call them titty balls, but she said that they were social distancing. Porsha read Eva. I don't know. Eva should have just closed her laptop and went home. Because Eva, child, they got Eva good. You said, you swear Eva thinks she a baby. Is that what it is? A thumb with black. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Porsha probably already is on thin ice since Phaedra Gate. I doubt she make that mistake of lying again. Yeah, Porsha ain't gonna lie. Porsha got receipts. She sent those receipts over there. Porsha was on 100. Yeah, I did. I forgot to mention about Nene shutting her laptop. Everybody kept talking about Nene was gonna get red. She was gonna get red. They all read her. But what I did see was everybody did, try to comfort her, but she was reading everybody back. And look, I didn't even have to mention Salt Bae, aka Candy. What did Candy talk about this episode besides, questioning Nene's friendship with Wendy, questioning Nene's friendship with Porsha? Like, come on now, Candy, you could do better than that. You could do better than you said. Exactly. You could do better than that. Let me see. Oh, and Kenya being insulted by, who called her bitch? Did Nene call her bitch? I think it was Nene who called her bitch, and Kenya was insulted. Meanwhile, you didn't use the whole CUNT word against Tanya. Anyway, Kenya is just a whole big ball of hypocrisy at this point.